If you're having a blessed day, blessed morning. We actually got pretty cold last night. Went to go feed the donkeys, and we had a layer of ice on the water. Yes, sir. I was kind of shocked. Might find some extra dirt somewhere. Let's get stuck in this rack. Can't get it all out. I want to do that actually later. I need to get the tools for working on that. All right, we'll be right back to get our tools together. We'll be right back. Well, hey guys, I'm back. Had to get the tools. Hopefully we can do more of this electrical. See if anybody came in now. Wow, nobody came in? Oh, there's one like, one person watching. Appreciate you showing up. Got some electrical to do today, folks. Finishing it up, hopefully. You get my tablet set up here. Wow, we lost 3 subscribers last night. Or more. I'm not actually sure how many. Yeah, YouTube always doing us dirty. Always. Let's see, switch accounts. I lost one on my outdoor channel too. I had 76, now 75. There we go. See if I can find what I'm looking for. There we go. Create. Go live. I think I can go live on my tablet. Never tried it on my tablet before. That way I can have 2 running. Second one for the other channel. It's a slow loading this morning though. Let's see here. It keeps changing on me here and dropping out. Let's see here. We need. All right, there we go. How do I do a stream on here? I've never done a stream here. Hook 'em. I have no idea how to do this. I'm gonna have to do that another time. I don't know how to do it on here. All right, we'll shut that off. I was trying to do a live on my other channel for that one. Hey, what's up, Holy Heat? Carried to be a cannonball into the pool. How much you pay me? What's up, Mr. Epic? How you doing? Good to see you again, bro. Yeah, I was able to go live yesterday on this one as well as last night. They finally got me out of jail and I did nothing. We did nothing, folks. Yeah, I do some of my handyman stuff on here too. So that's what we're doing some more today. Doing some electrical, folks. Electrical. Lots of electrical. We love electrical, though. We love it. All right. Where's the clippers? Clippers. There they are. There they are. 22 people in the chat. If you like handyman stuff, outdoor stuff, guns, and cave exploring, mine exploring, I do all that on this channel. I do have a second channel that's specifically outdoor. That way, if YouTube ever pulls this channel down, because they might, who knows, since it's got gun stuff on it. That is at Jerome's Outdoor Adventures. I'm slowly loading up stuff over there. So if you like that stuff, please subscribe to at Jerome's Outdoor Adventures. Let me put that as a pinned comment. Went yesterday and had 2 to 4 views. Yeah, you know why? YouTube now is ran by Gemini. They did that about 2 weeks ago. And unfortunately, they are not pushing gun content, although I've known that for over 2.5 months because I've been shadow banned for 2.5 months. Some people are complaining, well, I've been banned for 2 or 3 weeks. Well, it's been 2.5 months for me, and some others one time was 6 months for them. I think it was Pistol Pete. Let's see, I'll go put it as my other channel. As a poll. That's my other channel for outdoor stuff only. There we go. Appreciate you coming by, folks. All right, we need to tie the whites together. All the whites need to go together. Take off this. Take off this. Add all the ends taped together. So I could pull them through nicely. And we all know YouTube hates this stuff, so the 2A community. The 2A and the religious channels have been majorly hit. That just shows they are against our constitutional rights, our freedoms of speech, all sorts of stuff they're against. Unfortunately. Why is the green wire so short? Where are the others? It's only getting pushed, our content's only getting pushed to people that AI thinks might like what we have to offer, instead of just YouTube figuring it out on its own. And to me, that's just weird because there's people that randomly want to watch our stuff versus actually watch it. All right, I need to get my wire nuts out here. We'll be back. I gotta get some wire nuts. Let's see, I gotta get some wire nuts here. Oops. Fingers aren't working the greatest this morning. Or what? Alright, need a couple bigger wire nuts for tying those grounds together, and the other ones. Some of these bigger yellow ones. Alright, what we got? I went to live yesterday and had only 2 to 4 views. Yeah, that's weird. Not weird. That's just YouTube. Alright, we need to tie all the whites together because they are just travelers to where we need to go. Yeah, the other channel I have is specifically outdoor stuff. It might have a few guns off and on if I'm doing hunting. It'll go in there. The hunting will go on my other one too. This one. Because it is outdoors. Because I do that with the armory stuff. Armory side of everything. Whites all next to each other, nice and tight like. The one didn't get tucked in. That's usually what they do. One does not want to tuck in. It's a stubborn little boy. Twist them together. Need my big pliers for this. Fingers are working now. All right, keep the wire nut on. I hate it how these dumb channels are getting millions and thousands of views each month. The stuff that's our God-given right. Yeah, they block us, which, I mean, that's their freedom of speech there. They get pushed, how come we don't? They hate us because they ain't us, as they say. They hate us because they ain't us. Alright, we need an extra long one. Should be this one. Also need the shorter one here. Let's just strip it. Partly back with this. Not quite as short. Yep, we'll get it far. Alright, we should be able to clip. We might have to get a scrap of wire to do some jumpers for those. We need a jumper anyways for the hot side for the other two. So let me go get some scrap wire for that. Bud, are you in there? Alright, here we go. A little short green one and a short black one. Technically, I'm going to add a little short. grounds by each other. Oh. Set the weight as far back as we can because we don't need that at all anymore. Cut this a little shorter. Tail of green. Ah, there we go. Strippers. Wire strippers, YouTube. Won't age restrict me for saying stripper. Knowing them, they would. Knowing YouTube, they would. Gotta have it pretty far stripped on this one so I could twist the greens together. Since this is soft wire, stranded, so I can run it through the conduit. That seems to be a little longer. I can deal with a little better. Who we got in the chat? Anybody new? Hey, what's up, Paul? Amen to that, bro. That's why today I'll be doing my very first live stream. There you go. Better start now, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what's better. Right now, they're being more picky on live streams. I started my first live stream on my channel up there, Jerome's Outdoor, day before yesterday, and it popped up with screens saying that until you have 1,000 subscribers, they won't push your content past 25 people plus your subscribers. That makes no sense to me. That's suppressing our voice. Great to see you live again, brother. Hey, Paul. Yeah, actually, I went live last night on this one, and yesterday afternoon, or morning, was it? I forget, on this one. Appreciate you coming, guys. Shout out to my brother Paul Wick here and Holy Heat. Awesome YouTube channels. 2A content with pew-pews, all the good stuff. Appreciate you coming by. And please consider subscribing to that account that's up there on top. Right there. That's my outdoor channel. I recently started. I'm gonna have to strip that one back farther too. I need my tools again though. They're over here. There we go. Grounds all hooked up. Good fashion. Tips nice and straight. So hopefully it's a little better. Curve on it, so hopefully I can get it on the ground there. Stranded wire is hard to get curved nicely so you get it where you need to get it, if that makes sense. That's what I've noticed. Right now, I just stuck this ground where it needs to go, but while I'm wiggling, it's like not behaving. I need to find that new screwdriver I got. That's a Phillips and a flat blade built into each other. All right, grab that ground in. Switch on the other side. I found the best way to do switches and stuff with stranded wire is if you put like a little V in it, put it around the bolt, and then tighten the bolts around it and crimp the tops for stranded wire, because you can't make a hook really. Or you could crimp a grommet on, I guess. You definitely crimp a grommet on, like for electrical grommets. Definitely could. Like for what you use for small electrical stuff. Electronics. Alright, I need a jumper. Power coming in. And let's see if I can get this one. Alright, get this one fixed. I'm not sure where that new screwdriver of mine is. I had one before and I lost it. I think up inside of an attic maybe. I wonder anyways if it was. Hokey smoky. Is that what they say? Should have put it in the right hole here. I normally don't use the holes on the back of these things, but when you need them, you got to use them on the back of outlets or switches, because it's just not as good a connection. Eventually they can wear out, especially on outlets with things going in and out. It messes them up, or it could. These things need some grease or something in the slippers. They're really toy-like. I'm going to use non-stranded for that. I'll be back. Alright, here's some non-stranded 12 gauge for the jumper. I know a white case looks like it's 14 gauge, but that's some old wire, which is 12. 12-2 with ground plastic. Type NMB. Let's see. Who else? Anybody else come in that's new? Hey, what are we working on? Electrical brother. What's up, Gerald? Gerald Eskenbranner. What's up? Appreciate you coming by. Electrical, my friend. That's what we've been working on. Electrical. Yesterday we were working on some, and today we're working on more. Let's see here. Sure, we got some problems here. It ain't gonna work. Just causing more problems for myself here. Trying to fix one issue. We create a host more. Yep, that switch is garbage. Brand new switch, garbage. They just come with really cheap switches. And you can tell the cheapness of this compared to this blue one here. Way better quality. This one is made in who knows what, China, versus this one in Eaton, made in USA.
China, China, this is for garbage. This belongs in the trash.
Excelente. All right. Hey, what's up, Gunnerman? That other one's connected already, so I'm just going to leave it. But this one, since the other one I couldn't get to work properly. We are disappearing it. It's getting the disappearing act done to it. You're turning Trump.
China, China.
Something like that. All right, we need a drill bit for that one too. Hopefully that didn't mess that switch up. Those things are so cheap. All right, seems tight. Normally I'd use a set screw on it, but I'm double using some of them. Guess that one technically I'm not. All right, I should be able to tuck this one just this side. Tuck this one in now. Appreciate you coming by, Gunnerman. How's your day been? You're afternoon, evening already where you're at, if I recall. When I was 2 something, I thought it was 10 something, was it? Or 10 something evening. I forget. They put these grounds in the wrong place, so you can't get the switches tucked in right. Alright. Alrighty. Get these grounds together. That's got to go at the bottom of this switch after we get the hot coming in at the bottom there. Code 6 inches out of the box. And you tuck them in. The one might be a little bit shorter than one ground because I accidentally pulled it too far, but that's the outgoing, not incoming. So it might not matter as much. You're gonna say that's pew pew, that stripper, saying I'm messing with pew pews on lives. Everything to get us down and out. Someone's probably like, why don't you get a little tool belt? Yeah, I just need to put them in my pocket. That's what I need to do. Alright, and then the outgoing hot to that box up in the ceiling over there for the fan. That ceiling fan, that's why it's on the ceiling. You ever seen a fan on the side of the wall? Yeah, in a fake video, just for the fun of it, they did it, but I've never seen a ceiling fan on the wall, otherwise they call them wall fans. Now you know. That ain't bad. Alright, let's see here. We gotta get our little hook shaped here. Make sure when I put these on, we don't get any hot wires touching the frame of this. Squash them as it spreads them out since it's strand wire. Alright, now we got to connect the ground. Go ahead and shake this one up. Since this one's a little tighter than the other one, it's got more wires. That way we don't rub on anything unintentionally. Unintentionally. Word of the day, unintentionally. Something you wish didn't happen, you didn't want it to happen, but it happened anyway. That sounds like Murphy's Law almost. Hey, it done fell down. Alright, ground around. That was way easier. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, we're like 65 degrees, but we got freezing this morning. Go figures. The sun is shining. Gracias a Dios. Get partway in. Push it in. See how close the cover is like that. They actually look pretty lined up already. Nice. Noise. Usually if you put them about halfway, they're pretty lined up. switches. We need the little hole in the center punched out. Alright, and then slide the bolts through. We got a little O-ring on them. That's cool, I like that, because it's an exterior switch. I don't know if you've ever seen these before, but the switches inside the cover hook on these little U-shaped things, and so when you push these up and down, it flips them on and off. That'd be on and off, and then these are watertight. These screws have little O-rings on them. I don't know if you can see that there, but it has a little O-ring. And then you put this other foam water resistant proof thingy on that comes with it. Handy Manny Jerome. Yep. Well, what's up, Ammo? Hey, Minty, how's it going? Well. Handy Manny Jerome edition. My other channel, the outdoor channel, people has been calling me Indiana Jerome. I'm like, okay. Okay, I'm fine with that. Indiana Jerome. Yes, boys and girls, Indiana Jerome. I'm okay with that. That is fine with us. We don't mind that at all. Thank you so much for coming by. Thank you, come again. Probably gonna have to take out the whole square actually, so it can actually move. Oh, there goes some screws. Yeah, we're gonna have to take it all out because there's just so many moving parts there. It has to be in the right place, mate. Can't be wrong with that. Problem is, it won't stay where I want it to stay. Oh well, is a trial I must bear. Alright, this thing's shaded. That one started. Get this one started. Get this one in there. And the other one went tumbly-wumbly across the street. You ever seen a screw walk across the street? I have, just today. It just went across. Where's she gonna go? She don't know where. She done gone. Oh. Buggers. Where'd you go? Where did it start go? Anybody see it where it dropped on the camera? Probably bounced off. I don't see the grass. Let's see if we go underneath this conduit, flex conduit. Why ain't that dandy? This is the true life of actual life. Like missing stuff, can't find stuff. Alright, let's tighten her down. Yeah, I can hear him flipping, so we're flipping. It's flipping awesome. Well, I don't know where that screw went. It's the last screw to hold that cover on it, plopped down. I don't think I stuck it in my pocket. Hey, look at this. I got paid the other day for a job, and I got put in the bank, so ching, ching, ching. I'll be like those people. Oh, that's hot. I'm gonna burn a hole in my pocket. Bernie. Well, what we might have to do is for now leave it off, and I'll look for it later because I got to work over there on something else. I mean, it should be down here. This is where I was all at working. My guess is that concrete went, my luck, down in that hole, and I won't be able to find it. Who knows? All right, now we're going to connect this one, the other end. This here we got to connect into those hot wires. Hot wire. All right, we got to put that one in. Get some wire nuts. We might need some jumpers. If so, Well, let's bring that over. You already have some happening here already. We're gonna tighten it up a little bit too. Like this brown is wacky as all get out. See if we can get it. It's got a super long tail on it. There we go. Wrap it up tighter. Perfect. We should be able to hook up into this one. Huh. They did it uniquely. So when they wired this one, they put the hot up here on the top. But on the opposite side, instead of being the same screw, they stuck it on the bottom one. I don't know why you do that. I mean, it works, it's just you normally wouldn't do that. You stick it on the other side, the proper side. So we're gonna fix that. I'm gonna fix it. Right where it should be. Find out. Be nice to find out. See, there's the two hot. We got a lot of hots coming in now. Hots and colds and lukewarmsies and. I might not have to tie into that part. I might be able to just tie into the back ones, because there's two back ones there that are hot, and the white. And then there's a grounding out the box. There's another screw on that side I can ground out too as well. Probably what we're gonna do, we just need to reconnect this white so it's in the proper spot where it should be. If you see Sparky, well then you know it was me getting shockty dockty. This power is on. But this is a neutral, so. It's a neutral, my friends. It ain't positive nor negative. Oh wait, it is negative. It ain't positive or ground, even though it's on the ground bar inside the inside of the breaker box. The neutral's on a ground bar usually. Sometimes I have a separate one. Sometimes they'll tie into the same one, depending on your electrician. Now that should be able to pull out this neutral here. Whoa, wasn't even really connected. Barely even touched it and it came apart. As they're going from stranded to solid. That's the one we should be able to tie into neutral wise. They should be all connected together. Should be. Keyword, should be. Should be. All right. Check that white down. Probably hot coming in, and then from there and it goes right back out. Huh. Interesting. I mean, it should be a hot coming in there. Again, should be. As long as the wire nut doesn't pop off while I'm messing with it. So I think they had a 220 coming out of here. They grabbed one hot leg and stuck it on here, the red wire, and the other hot leg they just continued on probably to the pool pump over there. So we'll grab onto the one leg with that. The whites we tie all together. Shorten that up a little bit. Oh, I don't have my strippers over here. We need those. Or maybe they are over there. Huh. Am I losing my mind? Oh, there. My bag's in the way. All right, what we got going? 5 people watching at least. Thank you. At least there's 5 of you. At least there's 5 of you. Alrighty. Let's tie these together. All the whites. What's that? Oh, it's a bird of some sort. A birdie. Tie the stranded ones all together. Gotta open it up so I can interweave them. These are bigger strands than this other one that's sitting here. It's like one of those flexible power cords. Alright, tie those together. And then these ones as well. Buzz. Alright, those neutrals should be good together right there. And then this needs all pushed back in too. This is, they got a lot of wiring in here already. As long as that other wire nut doesn't pop off. That's hot. Alright, now we need to make a loop on our neutral or our ground right here. Connect to the box. Box already grounded out on the other side, so. And we've got a screw in, another screw on the opposite side here. So what we need to do, take the screw out, figure out where we need to put our loop. Loop-de-loop. Strip it back. Make it pretty big. Gotta make a big loop. Slide that through. Yeah, have to make it even bigger than that. Get where we need to get. Normally I don't talk to myself this much, but I'm not actually. I'm talking to you guys, so we aren't talking to ourselves. Alrighty. Put the screw in the center of these two, close them up, twist the ends together, clip the excess, see if we can get it in there. Sometimes it's hard to bend it back in. Screw itself, feed it in gently without touching anything that we're not supposed to.
Not supposed to, mate.
The tail's almost too long.
Don't shock yourself. That would be very shocking. An enlightening experience. There we go. Perfect. Oh, yeah.
All right, now we got to connect this hot with this big one here. We'll clip a little shorter. Clip, clip, clip. Those should be hot. After you connect that, we should have power that way, so I need to get my tester ready.
Alright, I found it. Oh, found my baggie with all my other stuff in it too. My insulated stripper so I can do stuff when it's hot. Found my fancy new screwdriver. This one here, that's a Phillips and flat blade built together. You can get things a lot tighter. But let's make sure that this does have power. Yep. Let's see which one's the hot. I need to figure out how many volts that is for one. Definitely drawing something. You could hear it spark a little bit. So that one's the hot. This one's the cold. Currently it's cold. Need to make sure we're only drawing 120 volts. Depending on how they wired it, they could have it unique. Hot's that one. Go to neutral on the other side. Whoops, got these reversed. Make sure we are 120 volts. Thereabouts. 123. And this one should be dead. Yep. 123. Yes, sir. Alrighty. Gotta connect that to it. Make sure my switchers are off over on the pole here. Yes, sir. Let's see here. 8 people watching. Appreciate you coming by. Appreciate you coming by. Alright, all 3 of these need to get together. They're currently having a draw because when I put them together they make a little spark, so I'm guessing this goes to that pool pump. Alright, make sure that that's tight in there. Grab on that. Yep, it's tight. Alright. Now over here, guys. So this one here, this one's supposed to be for this outside light over there. And nothing's happening. Okay. Oh no, that's for that one. Never mind. So this one is. Got the wrong one on. Oh, we must have a blown out light bulb. Because that one's on. That one must be burnt out. I have to check it. It's a used fixture. They gave it to me to use, so. Alright, now we need to figure out if we got power up there. So we're gonna have to, let's see here. I have to switch you guys like this and put you upside down. Don't get scared now. Because we're gonna go working on that thing. Let me see if it's the right way. I gotta lay on my back to see what we're doing here. Damn thing's so wonky. We'll get you guys, don't worry. There we go. There, that's what we want right there. We're gonna get right there. All right, their ladder out. Make sure the switch is off. Yeah, it's off over there. We just need to make sure power is getting over there. Customer is going to put the fan in. At least that's what he said. This is what he said. I'm like, okay. Because I asked him yesterday if he had it. He's like, nope, we don't have it yet. So, sure, it's only one that's actually hot. We'll put wire nuts in all of them. All right, let's go. Switch on. I made it so that the first one, like if you walk in a room, would be this. Hey, there we go. Ground has nothing and white has nothing. It's close enough to that one. It's probably grabbing from it, but yep. Right on. Shut it off. And it's off. All over. Perfect. I don't particularly like the Klein Tools tester. I actually like, at least not this one. I have another one. I forget what brand it is. I think it's Ideal. It's better yet, in my opinion. All right, it's ready to button up, guys. We can go ahead and button that up right there. All right, let me get you guys in the right position here. Get you flipped around on the stand. Sorry, my hand's on the camera there. Back on the stand the proper way here. Folky wokies. 7 people in the chat. Thank you for watching. I don't know if my thing froze up or what. Don't necessarily trust the voltage detectors. Seen a few times where they lie. The best ones are the fluke. Yeah. Like I said, I don't particularly like this one. It does have 2 settings, 70 volt minimum or 12 volt minimum. I don't really like these ones. I mean, I have Klein. Testers are Klein. These insulated strippers are Klein just because not many companies have insulated strippers. I do have a pair of these, SATA brand, that's insulated. These are made by Gear Wrench. But most of my insulated screwdrivers are Weha, which are made in Germany. I need to find one of their insulated strippers, actually. I really like Weha. Germany made. Like me. No, not quite. Sort of. Alright, now we got to tuck this back in, guys. So make sure she's tight. Tuck that back in. Tuck this back in. Where it used to be. It used to be way back in the corner. I have to remove these bunch of white ones first. Shove this way back in that corner. Just don't come undone on me, please. I prefer not to get shocked. Hey, fatty. They should have put the more shallow outlet where less wires were coming in. I don't think they did. There's so much going on in here. We're going to put some tape. Play it safe, guys. Always put tape on stuff if you think something's going to arc on something. I just noticed they have these outlets upside down, which is fine. A lot of times outside ones people do. That way if your receptacle thingy pulls out, it'll ground out on the ground right away. Like say if you have something on there. I've seen though people didn't realize they were upside down and wired the hot on the wrong side. The lady got shocked pretty good on one of them. She charred her hand real good because it was arcing when she stuck her stuff in. What was that beep noise, I wonder? Alright, get a long strand. Slide it through like so. There we go. Gotta do it in timing so you don't get shocked. Because the hot is on the other side of that. Yeah, this way, hopefully, less likely that something will arc on a ground when you go to push it in. I've even had them take before and I go to push it in and it arced on something one time. It's kind of scary-ish. But I should be able to get that one in decently easy. Maybe not. It's getting hung up on something. There we go. Let's get this box here. Alright. We've got a variety of different screws they're using to mount these things. Kind of weird. They're just using whatever they had, I guess. I don't know. I've seen it though, where one of those screws went into the wire. So you got to watch out when you're putting these in, that you don't go into a wire. It was an old house, and every time she would clean the light, she'd get shocked. The light in the bathroom hit the ground, no biggie, but no biggie. We're just grounding it out even more. Well, that didn't rip off very well, did it? I'm gonna have to rewrap part of it so it holds on better. This is good wire. I mean, good tape. I don't cheap out on electrical tape. I always buy 3M. Just like with soap, dish soap, I always buy Dawn. Dawn, Dawn, Dawn. Felt like I was getting shocked, but no, it's just my nerves getting clumped. All right, let's get it lined up. Start one up in there. these started. Let's get another screw. There's some weird one in there. Let's say something here. Let's see. Have you ever worked with AFCI breakers? I absolutely hate those. Yes, I just did one. Yes, a couple days ago. I think it was Friday. What I don't like about them is they're so finicky and they go out too often and they're way too expensive. That about sums them up. I'd rather have a GFCI any day. A lot of newer, not newer, but about 2008 houses around here near me have them installed. Back in California, my mobile home had them. Oh, man, I can't get it to move. It's like something's hitting it. The box is just so tight in there. See if I can push on these grounds to get them up a little bit over the edge. Don't like having to force stuff so hard. But yeah, I do not like those ground arc faults. They're a joke, in my opinion. It's like you're doing redundant. Well, so is GFCIs. They're redundant too. Sometimes when they're that tight, you're going to end up breaking the box. You could. I don't think this thing still has a sealer, does it? Possibly does. Alright, is there a way I can get this off so I can work on it better? There usually is, but you end up breaking something. These screws are all messed up too. That was dumb. That must be the one they messed up and they had some weird screw in its place. Doesn't want to go any farther. Farther, however you pronounce it. Farther. It ain't father, it's farther. It ain't. Tell the teacher say it ain't. Buggers. Stubborn as a box of rocks. Some of these you have to like perfectly line up and stick like the screw straight through instead of like this. It's the weirdest way to do stuff sometimes. Oh, it's just not lining up. Let's see. The little inserts are popping out. Just being naughty. It's not lining up. And it just pops it undone still. See if we can get it in there. I got to go at an angle. Yep, that little cover piece just popped undone still. And it'll be in there, it's just not in the right place. Because it pops it out with all the tension. See if I can get this thing. I think originally this might have been on a wood post because there were some screws on the back side. Now it doesn't want to come out. Buggers. All right, it should work if I put it at a slight angle. Nope. Even though it's right there, just will not go in. I have a feeling the screw's got some issues because it just does not want to work. The threads are no good. They're gone already. Wonder. No wonder. Try a different one. Oh, come on. Well, I got it to start, but since these are crappy screws, they're just totally stripped out. In and out. Electrical. You'd think I'd do it in plumbing right now, right? Electrical usually does not do this. Plumbing, yeah, all the time. Electrical is usually straightforward. I'm sure it's crooked. That could be why it was binding, but I mean, I know it was, but gotta get that out now. I got my other pliers out here. Let's see here, like a hair dryer can trip a GFCI. I know, right? I'll stick with Paint Industries Electrical. Yeah, there you go, Alan. Welcome, buddy. Appreciate you coming by. I prefer electrical any day than painting. Well, I don't know about than painting. Painting's okay. Painting seems like it's one of those jobs that you think you're almost done and then you find something else. You think you're almost done, you find something else. You're like, when am I ever done? Especially when you're fixing someone else's problems. I was working on one last week that, I don't think it's coming out now. I think it's just messing up the threads. Oh, come on. Yep, it just snapped off in there. That is very irritating. Very irritating. I gotta take off the whole cover again. Yeah, electrical does not normally do this. So this is just being a butthead. This one was the hardest one to get in. And that's exactly what it's doing. But yeah, when you're fixing someone else's paint problems, that's when you're like, when do I stop? Where do I start? Because say this job I was on, the people before me, she fired because it was a horrible job. And it's like, where do you start and stop? Because it's so bad. Okay, there's the screw there. Got it. Where do you start and stop? Because it's so bad. All right, grab a couple more screws. So we use that one in a different spot. Yeah, I know it's crooked, but that's because it just does not want to cooperate. Let's see if I can scoot that over anymore. And of course, it does want to tighten up. All right, let's see if we can get this thing back on. wonder what that popping racket noise is across the way here. See, maybe if I... Now it's not really lined up right. It's already popping out my little insert because everything's so crooked. Let's see if I can grab it and twist it. See if I can twist the brackets where they need to go. Here we go. Hey, it'll be better if we actually get it inserted. One of the problems is these outlets are different from each other. I think that's one of the issues, it seems like. I got the hard one again. Harder one. See if I can find some that the threads are better. These are all messed up. Let's see if I can get 2 more screws. They're used. Oh, let's see here. Oh, nothing new. Thing is, there's a space because it doesn't want to tighten up tight. Maybe it is now. Yeah, there we go. All right, there we go. That was hard enough. Yeah, see, here's that ground arc fault right here that I replaced last week. It's a Eaton. It's the AFCI right there. I replaced that one last week. And when it was on, we had no power on this side. It was dead as a doornail, wouldn't reset. Yep, junk. And who knows when this was made. My guess is like 08 maybe. Assembled in Dominican Republic, the DR. 30 milliamp earth leakage protection. Interesting. All right. So that's all tucked away. Now we just need to bury the line, guys. Not bury the hatchet, bury the line. I'm gonna keep the hatchet above ground. I still have vengeance against him. No. Bag's probably gonna rip first time I pick it up. Rip. Raising the stand for you guys here. This stand's kind of weird, the holder for it. my sunglasses back on. I'm getting blind. I know I had them. There they are. They're all down there. Concrete. Okay. Came off my hat when I bent over. Alrighty. Alright. So much dirt gets stuck in the grass that I'm gonna have to get some dirt elsewhere and put it in there. Turtle. My customers here have a pet turtle. I saw it yesterday and he was actually squirming around because it was on its back. Poor guy. I flipped him over. Turtles are reptiles, so that'd be cold-blooded, so I'm not sure why they have it outside then. Then I think it's a tortoise, our native turtles here. What do we got? It's been on the same page for a while. Let me restart this, guys. Thank you for coming by to Desert Armory and More. We're going to restart it. There's only one person in here. We'll be right back.